Sir Jim Ratcliffe can solve manager problem and deal Liverpool major blow with bold move. Manchester United could join the hunt for a new manager this summer and can strike a blow to their rivals with one specific appointment. Erik Ten Hag's days at Manchester United look numbered, and his tone-deaf press conference on Monday cast a man who can see the writing on the wall. Calling those who critiqued his surrendering of a 3-0 lead to a championship club unlikely to make the playoffs a disgrace denotes him either oblivious or nervous. For me as a manager, 4 cup finals in 4 years seems more like a CV statement than a reassuring message of unity for fans. Ten Hag has been included in pre-season planning and transfer discussions, but that does not indicate Sir Jim Ratcliffe's final decision on his future. The Manchester Evening News understands that the Ineos chief has had doubts over whether or not the Dutchman is the man for his long-term project. An undisclosed decision on Ten Hag is expected before the end of the season, out of necessity as much as for forward planning reasons. This summer will see a merry-go-round of managers, sparked by Jurgen Klopp's forthcoming exit from Liverpool and Thomas Tuchel's imminent Bayern Munich departure. If United also wish to change managers, they will have at least 2 European big hitters to contend with in their hunt for Ten Hag's successor, both of whom will be able to offer Champions League football. One name that has been bandied about, particularly in relation to the job at Anfield, is Sporting Lisbon boss Ruben Amorim. In 2021, he guided his club to the Portuguese title for the first time in 19 years and is on track for another crown this May. Amorim has stayed placid about his future beyond Sporting, but it will be surprising to still see him in Lisbon come August. West Ham were unexpectedly linked with the 39-year-old this week, but it seems those rumours have quickly grown cold. In fact, Portuguese outlet Record suggests that a move to both the Hammers or Liverpool, now targeting Feyenoord boss Arne Slot, looks unlikely. This opens the door for United. Amorim is known for playing 3 at the back and adopting a high press amid a possession-driven philosophy. He has also built a reputation for being able to work with tight finances. Out of the big 3 clubs in Portugal, Sporting have the lowest revenue compared to Benfica and Porto, but are considered to have the highest squad value. Amorim would have more financial scope at Old Trafford, but Ratcliffe will very much have to mind Premier League spending rules. Sacking Ten Hag and the compensation that it incurs contributes towards financial fair play, and the money United would have to pay Sporting for Amorim would also take a chunk out of the transfer budget. And United are yet to negotiate a fee with Newcastle for Sporting director Dan Ashworth, having already paid out for new technical director Jason Wilcox. The club's involvement in the Champions League this season will afford more headspace than was available in January, but Amorim may have to be clever with spending initially, should he ever be appointed. What his arrival would do, though, is send a message to Liverpool and other top 6 rivals that Ratcliffe is not here to play and is ready to rival the elite once more. Sir Dave Brailsford's stark message to Man United players behind closed doors that Ten Hag must fear. Sir David Brailsford has addressed the Man United squad on what playing for a club of the Reds' magnitude is all about. Manchester United defender Harry Maguire has revealed that Ineos director of sport Sir Dave Brailsford has warned the squad about the only priority for the club. Ineos chief Sir Jim Ratcliffe secured a minority stake in the club earlier this year and has grand ambitions to turn the club back into the force it once was. He has wasted no time in restructuring the club's hierarchy, bringing in the likes of Omar Barada and Jason Wilcox, while still pursuing a move for Dan Ashworth. The biggest decision facing Ratcliffe and the Ineos group, however, is the future of manager Erik Ten Hag, who is under mounting pressure. United's underwhelming performances in recent months has resulted in pressure increasing on the Dutchman's shoulders. United progressed to the FA Cup final at the weekend, meaning winning the trophy at Wembley next month may be his only hope of keeping his job beyond the end of this season. Regardless of what happens in relation to the Dutchman's future, however, Maguire believes long overdue changes will be made by Ratcliffe and his team as they search for the winning formula that has deserted the club. They've brought a lot of positivity to the club and to the fan base, Maguire told Sky Sports. I think there will be changes, and rightly so. The club is wanting to get back to where it was 15 years ago, and that's fighting for the big trophies and league titles. They've come in and had conversations with us all. It's been really positive and a good energy that they've brought to the club. I'm sure they have a plan. We know what their vision is, and it's a vision to win. When Sir Dave has come in, He spoke about winning, and that's the main focus of this club. That's what this club is all about. United last won the Premier League title 11 years ago, meaning they have not climbed to the top step of English football's podium since Sir Alex Ferguson retired. Ratcliffe, speaking in February, vowed to change that, outlining a plan to knock Manchester City and Liverpool, who have been the leading title contenders in recent years, off their perch. The United co-owner said, "We have a lot to learn from the noisy neighbour, and our other neighbour, Liverpool. They are the enemy at the end of the day, and there's nothing I would like better than to knock both of them or one of them off their perch. But equally, we are the three great northern clubs, and we're all quite close to each other. They've been in a good place for a little while. Both of them. There are things to be learned from both of those clubs." United are currently marooned in 7th spot in the table ahead of tonight's game against Sheffield United, and haven't won in the league since March 9th. Manchester United join Chelsea in the race for RB Leipzig star and other transfer rumours. Man United are gearing up for what is set to be a busy summer transfer window under new co-owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos. Manchester United and Chelsea are reportedly battling it out to sign RB Leipzig centre-back Castello Luquiba. Luquiba made his senior international debut for France last year in a friendly against Scotland, but has since been dropped back into the French U23s setup. However, it is in the Bundesliga where the 21-year-old has caught the eye. He has made 37 appearances for Leipzig so far this campaign, but has only recently become a regular in his side's starting 11. Since the beginning of March, Luquiba has lasted the full 90 minutes in 6 out of 7 matches and has made the position his own. According to Footmercato, United have been keeping a close eye on Luquiba in recent weeks and have been impressed with what they have seen. It is understood the centre-back has a €70 million, £60.1 million, release clause in his current deal, but both the Reds and Chelsea are reluctant to reach that at this stage. In a few months, Castello Luquiba has made himself indispensable to RB Leipzig. Having become a French international at the end of 2023, the one who dreams of playing in the Olympics with France is already very popular in the Premier League. According to our information, Chelsea and Manchester United are already making eyes at him. In recent weeks, there has been a lot of talk about Bradley Barcola, who is shining brightly with PSG. But another nugget from the OL training centre, which was still playing between Rhône and Sayonne last season, is making a strong impression in Europe. It is obviously Castello Luquiba. Sold for €40 million to RB Leipzig last summer, the native of Lyon did not take long to get everyone in the pocket within the German club. In a few months, the number 23 of RB Leipzig has gone through all the emotions. Having become an indisputable starter in the rear guard of the team coached by Marco Rose, who is full of praise for his French defender, Luquiba was inducted captain of the French Espoir team by Thierry Henry and experienced the joys of honour his first cap with the A against Scotland last October. Enough to see his status somewhat changed, as he mentioned it again last March. "My status has changed a little. I played in a Euro Espoirs, changed clubs, from OL to RB Leipzig, and had the chance to rub shoulders with the French A team as well, first selection during France-Scotland last October, which means that I'm definitely going to be expected a little more from now on. So I have to bring the experience that I gained with my new team and with the Blues to this group where there are players younger than me. It's our role, the elders," he explained at the U23 press conference in Clairefontaine. Manchester United and Chelsea